Thank you all so much for stopping by today. So y'all, I want to show y'all really quick. I am about to pull some lettuce that we planted in the fall or I bought in the fall, and we moved to the patio container, and now it's bolting. But like I've shared with you before, this is a time where like some things are going to bolt. It's just tricky with the weather. And the reason I say that is because it's 75 today. It was 80 degrees a few days ago, but it's going to drop back down with the lows being like 31 and the high 59s. That's what you get when spring is almost here. But I also want to show you the growth of the patio container since I last filmed it. So I'm going to make sure I link that video, but it's doing so pretty. Like when I walk from the side to the backyard, it's just really colorful. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Over the next few weeks, I know that we are going to switch a lot of things out. It's like do y'all see it? It's like a peach tree rain shower right now with all of the blooms that are falling. It's really beautiful, but it is a lot of pollen. Like I can see it in the air. But do you see this? This is because fluctuation of temperature. So it's starting to bolt, and it'll probably eventually produce seed on the top, but we're just going to go ahead and pull it, because what I have found, y'all, that it does alter the taste a little bit. It makes it a little bit bitter. But just look at the blooms on these strawberries. They are so pretty. And then I don't have to buy parsley anymore, because I've shared with y'all that I use parsley in some of our juices. I use a little bit of parsley, a little bit of celery, but when it gets hot, the parsley will bolt. So I am going to start between this parsley and the one that we have out in the raised beds. I'm going to start harvesting them, but I like to do it in the morning time after the dew has dried, or either late in the afternoon. And I'm going to start drying them for storage, so at least we'll have that when I use it for seasonings. Now, if you remember, this is the, I want to say, the Asian Global Mix lettuce that we planted. And really, y'all, I can start harvesting these as baby leaves and putting them in a salad. I cannot wait until more lettuce starts to grow so that we could do a mix. And then these are absolutely beautiful. I bought these in the fall. Now what I can tell you is, since the weather is heating up, they're starting to get a little bit leggy, but it's really very colorful. I just like looking at this area right here. Not sure what I want to add towards the summer months in this patio container. I've got some container varieties of things like cucumbers and tomatoes and marigolds, but I'm not sure. I'm still deciding. And then this one right here is pretty much a replica, except this is the, if that was the Asian, I think this is the alfresco mix. Yeah, that's what this is. And then this is kind of like the curly parsley a little bit, but I'm going to show y'all this because this happens. And this is about to bolt too. So we got a problem with some aphids. This is how some of the aphids look. They can be like a light colored green. These are black, and they just having a good time. So we want to, this one hasn't quite bolted, but I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of, I'm going to try strong water first. I always say when you're doing pest control, it's a bunch of levels. So I start off with a strong stream of water, and then we'll see what happens. But I'll probably, after I do the strong stream of water and get them off, I'll probably go ahead and harvest them, because it hasn't sent up that stalk. And then that way we'll be done with that. But I am going to put a lettuce that I started from seed to replace this one. And it's called tennis ball lettuce, and I did it from soil blocks, and I'm really ashamed of myself because I did not pot them up. So I'm hoping that it's not stunted, but these are, I'm going to try to put the picture up, but they're little lettuce balls, like tennis balls. And I love lettuce, y'all, but sometimes you want that crispness to a lettuce, and so I feel like that is what this is going to give us. So let me show you my little soil blocks. They're really small. I'm probably, with the way this strawberry is growing so beautiful, I'm just going to do one because it says plant 8 inches apart. And so we have the global mix all around and the flowers. And then probably tomorrow or the day after that, after I get this up under control, we'll plant another one. But I'll put the rest, because it should be, some of them didn't get really big, but it should be probably about, I want to say maybe 6. So I'm just going to find a place out in the garden where I've pulled some collards and some kale, and we're going to plant them there just so I can get them planted in the ground. So really quickly, I want to show you how they look. You see that they're browning, and I had to really fight to pull them apart, and that is on totally me because I let them stay in those soil blocks too long, which is why I say if you're going to soil block, you need to have a plan. And it was my intention, y'all, to go ahead and separate them out and like pot them up, but sometimes things happen, time gets away, and so hopefully they won't be stunted and we can just let them grow, because it doesn't take that many days for them to grow, and they look like nice little tennis balls that you can have with a nice crisp salad. So again, I'm going to pull this up and I'm just going to put one right here. Now I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is one that I'm hoping I can save. The others I was like, you know what, just leave them alone because you've toyed with their roots a little bit too much. So I'll know the next time that I really have to stay on it. So let me get this planted and then I'll show y'all how it looks, and then make sure you're subscribed so I can show you once we're ready to harvest them. Okay, so I love projects like this. This literally did not take me long. The soil was still wet, but I always like to just go ahead and water things in. And while I was at it, I went ahead and watered everything again good. So here's the tennis ball lettuce. Again, y'all go ahead and hit the subscribe button because I'll keep you posted on the growth. If it grows, if it doesn't, if it bolts because of the heat, we'll keep you posted. But I'm excited because I actually am I like to make salads like a couple days ahead so I can just grab and go. And so I'm going to start harvesting these right here just so that they can continue to grow, especially those. I noticed that these, I think this is the Mizuna, it is a mix, but I noticed that these don't like, it's not a lot of like harsh sun, but I noticed they don't like that sun a lot. They kind of droop, not because they're dry, it's because of the sun. Because lettuce and a lot of leafy greens, they can tolerate a little partial shade just from not being in the heat or the harsh sun so much. So I'll go ahead and start harvesting those as well, and we'll just do a little harvest, y'all, from both, and then also from out in the garden. So that's going to be super cool. I'm also checking my leaves too because we don't want no issues. We don't want the aphids starting to you know, kind of trickle over, but I'm going to get this taken care of in a few minutes. So thank you all so much for watching this video. Make sure you share this video with your family and your friends. And if you are not a subscriber, go ahead, tap the subscribe button. Make sure you tap the bell so that you can receive notification each and every time we upload a new video. Again, thank you all so much for watching. And until the next video, bye-bye.